What's up, guys? It's Rashad with Bad Beats CCG here. I know it's been a while since we did a video, but I'm here with one of our new members, Carver, and we're showcasing you guys the Vajek deck that he played at Locals today. So, Carver, let's get into the deck.
Yeah, it was a really fun day today. We were all playing meta, so this is a really just fun deck to play. I didn't place too high, but I had a lot of fun. We're playing Vegex. If you don't know what this leader does, which I'm surprised if you don't know what it does, permanent, you can only play mono black battle cards. At activate main, you burst 5, draw 1. It just allows you to play all your time agents from the drop area. You're awakened, you can awaken at 4 or less, you untap 1, draw 1. Otherwise, there's an alternate, which is if you're at 6 or less, you have 20 more in the drop, you'll take up to you have 6, and then you can just flip over and draw 1. The back shares the same permanent. It prevents you from milling out with a sparking 20. With this version, you don't really mill out, so that doesn't really become relevant. Activate main, though, it flips, you draw 1, you mill 5, and then you can choose one of your unisons and give it double strike. So let's move on. We play the all the time agents. We got our unison, Kai, Vegeta, and Trunks. Pretty standard for any Vegex deck. Next up, 4 power bursts. It's the only negate I played today in the main. It's just Sparky 5, so if you don't mill anything, you have it for protection on your turn. It can also be used to pivot into aggro if you really need to awaken fast enough. Played the SS Vegeta, the Prince Strikes Back super combo. I was debating between this or the Gohan, just for more fusions with this deck. But I just like this one because it's going to allow me to filter through and place anything I don't need like extra unisons at the bottom of my deck. 2 Black Mass Saiyans. Self-Awakeners, and they're good against a lot of matchups in this new format we're in, where everything's like free-playing battle cards. So these really did come up a couple times today. We played the Heroine's Lineage Secret Rare. It's the only one I had for this deck. I never played it once today. Really disappointing. Next up with the Gohanks stuff, we run 4 of the PyCon Savior from Another Time Unisons. You'll be playing this guy almost 4 times a turn if you sequence everything right. He has a permanent where he can't attack unless he has 3 or more markers. So really you play him, you'll do your stuff, and then you'll just pitch him away. +1, you choose 2 of your battle cards with an energy cost of 1. They get plus 10,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So it allows them to survive if they have a higher power on their turn. And then -3, you actually can use this in the deck because we play 3 of the Gogeta promo. This can't be fusioned with in this deck, but it can be cheated out with this. So you'll -3, and you get to play this guy from the drop. All his effects you can't use in this version. If you add Gokus and Vegetas in this deck, you could restand him. But otherwise, he's just a 25k double striker vanilla.
For free.
Yeah, for free. You just down tick 3, but I never played this card either. I always sided him out. Very disappointing. Next to actual meat and potatoes of this is the Gohank stuff. So we run 4 of the Apocalyptic Future TP, 4 of Marvelous Might, 4 of the Master Student Union.
Right.
So when you play this guy for 2, he's a critical. You'll send 1 Gohan and 1 Trunks from your drop area to the bottom of your deck if you're playing those ones. Otherwise, they just go to your warp. And then he has an active main. If you have a unison card in play, and you place him in the drop area, you get to play a Trunks and Gohan from your deck or drop area. So this allows you to play the 1-drops that we play, which is the crit and double strikes. This one, you pay 1 to union into him, and then his auto is, when he's played, you'll draw a card, so he filters himself, and then you get to play a unison with 15,000 power, which is our PyCon one. So you will play this guy first, usually what I did today, and then I'll play this guy next, draw a card, and then he's just a 15k vanilla from there. And then this one, this is the one you always want to use last. He unions for free, and he is unique, so he's the only one with unique, and you pay 1, but this only activates in the drop area. You'll place him from the drop area to the bottom of your deck, and you'll play your unison, but if you do that, you can't play unisons for the turn. So it's really a balance between this guy and this guy of when to use which one, because if you use this one first, that's it. You can't do anything else with unisons, but this guy, you can't play him for the turn. So what I like to say was this is kind of like the mini Dark Broly deck Takes a lot of sequencing with your drop area. Then for Gohans and Trunks as we run, I ran 4 of the Catastrophic Premonition Gohans, 3 of the Marvelous Mites, 3 of the Trunks Marvelous Mites, and then 4 of the Trunks Catastrophic Premonitions. These guys, you'll send them from the drop area to your warp, but they also have an auto when they're sent from the drop area to the warp, they go to the bottom of the deck. So you essentially just bottom deck them, and you'll pitch your Unison. This one will allow you to warp a 4 or less, and this one will allow you to draw a card. So if you mill with the leader, this is just a draw 1, rather than if you comboed it away and then just replace itself. Also with the Trunks, you're never using the tap 2 on the Time Agent Vegeta, because it's just a waste of energy. When this guy, you just pitch your Unison, you'll warp a 4 or less. This allowed me to like handle with 1-drops or any like key chain pieces that didn't have barrier. And this guy was just like super good if I just needed to see like a super combo or something. And then these were really the MVP of the deck, was these guys. They're unique 1-drops, they're only 4K, but they both share a permanent that if you have 3 or more energy and 15 or more cards in the drop, Trunks will gain crit and Gohan will gain double strike. So really the combo I did today was I would play these guys with Gohanks Marvelous Might. And then, so you'll play him, you'll swing crit, and then you'll use this to play these guys. So they're only 15 by the time you'll play this guy. Then, if you have Pycon Unison, you'll uptick Pycon Unison, get them to 25. Then you'll use Trunks or Gohan to kill the Unison, warp something or draw, and then you'll play this guy. This guy then will allow you to bump these guys to 35, and then you'll pitch your Unison with either one of these that you have remaining, and pitch the Unison again, and then you'll finish off with this, bringing them to 45, double strike, 45 crit. This only won me 1 game today. It was very disappointing, but it is fun when this deck will pop off, because you'll just have these guys. It was really like your opponent's seeing it wide out in the open, but if like they don't have a negate in hand, they're just watching their demise just build up. But yeah, that's the deck I played today. Shout out to the Hermit Styles Discord server for like testing with me. I know Centrit did, and I think Triple D. Shout out to Eric, who got me the Mechis for today, and Rashad for playtesting with me. And shout out to Eternity's Portal here in Bainbridge, Georgia, for the tournaments that they hold. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my deck.
All right, guys, we're out.